Hello students, myself Deepika Prajapati from Computer Department, and today we are going to let's start as a new chapter in a dwpd subject, unit number 5, database connectivity and working with database. So dear all students, we have already completed totally 4 chapter in a dwpd subject, and now let's start as a new chapter in a dwpd subject, and this chapter is your last chapter of the dwpd. So the chapter number 5 is database connectivity and working with database. So first, what is database? So database management system, it means DBMS is a system software for creating and managing database. So database is nothing but store the data about a user. So database management system, DBMS, is a system software for creating and managing database. So DBMS provides user and programmers with a systematic way to create, retrieve, update and manage data. So nowadays we use a relational database management system, so RDBMS, to store and manage hug volume of data. So this is called RDBMS. It means relational database because all the data is stored in a different table and relations are established using primary key or foreign keys. So you all have already seen about the concept of primary key and foreign key in a DBMS subject. So a relational database management system is a software that enable you to implement a database with table, columns and indexes. So guarantees the referential integrity between rows of various tables and update the indexes automatically, and interprets an SQL structured query language query and combine information from various tables. So this is the basic knowledge about database system. Next, what is PHP MyAdmin? So dear all students, whenever you open XAMPP server as well as the WAM server, and at that time you open a XAMPP control application, then you all show in a XAMPP control application as a one option in a pop-up dialog box as a PHP MyAdmin. So what is a PHP MyAdmin and how it works? So PHP MyAdmin is one of the most popular application for a MySQL database management system about a PHP language. So it is a free tool written in a PHP, no any paid version, and it is a free tools considered as a written in a P language. Through this software you can create, alter, drop, delete, import and export MySQL database tables. You can run MySQL queries, optimize, repair and check tables, change collection and execute other database management command, as well as you can also prefer as a DDL command and DML command. DBM, it consider as database management. So you can run MySQL queries, optimize, repair and check tables, change collection, execute other database management commands like DDL commands and data manipulation language as a DML commands. What is MySQL database or an introduction of MySQL database? So first of all, MySQL is a freely available open source as a relational DBMS, means RDBMS as a relational database management system that uses the structured query language as a SQL. So SQL is the most popular language for inserting, accessing and managing content in database. So standard command as a SQL such as a add, drop, insert, update can be used with MySQL, and MySQL can be used for a variety of applications, but is most commonly found on a web server, not as a web client. So how to create database using a PHP MyAdmin? So first of all, step number 1 for creating database using a PHP MyAdmin is that go to PHP MyAdmin, open your browser, and you can type here these types of URL as well as address bar of PHP MyAdmin is http colon double slash localhost slash phpMyAdmin slash. So you will get following window. જો તમે બ્રાઉઝરની અંદર જઈને આ રીતે તમે લોકલ હોસ્ટ PHP MyAdmin URL ટાઈપ કરશો તો તમને આ રીતનું એક વિન્ડો જોવા મળશે, જ્યાં તમે આ રીતે PHP MyAdmin લોકલ હોસ્ટ 8080 શો થાય છે. Then next, step number 2, select database menu item and click on database menu where we mark it. જો મેં અહીંયા તમને માર્ક કરીને બતાવ્યું છે, ત્યાં ઉપર ડેટાબેઝ છે એના પર ક્લિક કરવાનું. સો ક્લિક ઓન database menu where we mark it. Then step number 3, create database. So how to create a database? So type your database name and then click a create button. તો તમે જ્યારે ડેટાબેઝ પર ક્લિક કરો છો ત્યારે ડેટાબેઝ પર ક્લિક કર્યા બાદ તમને આ રીતની એક ફિલ્ડ જોવા મળશે, જેમાં તમારે ક્રિએટ ડેટાબેઝ મીન્સ તમારે જે ડેટાબેઝ ક્રિએટ કરવાનો છે એમાં નામ આપવાનું છે. તો અહીંયા મેં નામ આપી દીધું છે સેમ્પલ. તો આ મારા ડેટાબેઝનું નામ શું થઈ ગયું? સેમ્પલ. અને એના પછી ક્રિએટ પર ક્લિક કરવાનું. Then step number 4, database ending. Your database is created. You can find that one on left hand side. તો તમારું ડેટાબેઝ ક્રિએટ થઈ ગયું છે અને તમે લેફ્ટ સાઈડની અંદર જે મેં તમને અહીંયા બતાવ્યું છે સેમ્પલ, ત્યાં આપણું ડેટાબેઝ ક્રિએટ થઈને આવી જાય છે. So creating database using console. So this is our second way about to create a database using a console application. So log in to MySQL server from the command line with the following commands. So here તમે command prompt ઓપન કરીને આ રીતે પણ કમાન્ડમાં જઈ console application through database create કરી શકો છો. So this is our route for creating MySQL server. And in this case specify the user root with the -u flag and then use the -p flag. So MySQL prompts for a password and enter your current password to complete the login. So you should now be at a MySQL prompt that looks very similar to like this MySQL and then angular bracket. So to create a database with the name test type the following commands. So તમે આ રીતે પણ ટાઈપ કરી શકો છો. તો આ તમે ઓલરેડી DBMS સબ્જેક્ટમાં ટ્રાય કર્યું હશે, બટ નાવ અત્યારે હવે આપણે જે કરવાનું છે એ PHP MyAdminનો જ યુઝ કરવાનો આવશે. નેક્સ્ટ, integration of PHP with MySQL. So it is possible to execute various commands of MySQL from PHP. So PHP provide a various built-in function which you allow you to use MySQL commands from PHP page. Thus you can integrate PHP with MySQL. So following commands of various PHP function that allow you the facility of integrating PHP with MySQL. So first of all, the function of connected database using the database is MySQL underscore connect. So this function is open a new connection to MySQL server and it return an object representing the connection to MySQL, and this is nothing but our parameters using as a syntax. So first host, username, password. So host is nothing but specify host name as well as IP address. Username specify MySQL username and password specify MySQL password. For example, how to connect a database to our server. So here the coding about connecting database to server. So first of all, you have to create a one variable as a con. Con is nothing but the short form about a connection. So here conn declare as a one variable, and then using the myConnect function to connect a server. So write down myConnect in a parenthesis. You have to write down within a double quotation as a localhost and then root. If connection is successfully connect to server, then echo statement here given connect successfully. If our server is not successfully connect to server, then you have to pass the condition using a if statement using the operator not. તો અહીંયા જો not operator use કર્યો છે and then variable ને pass out કર્યો છે using the statement as a if. તો નથી થતી તો echo statement માં message forward થશે could not connect. Next, second function MySQL select DB. So this function is used to change the default database for the connection and return true on success, and if failure then it return a false. તો જો આપણો database connectivity change default as a database માં successfully થઈ જાય છે તો આપણને true false કરે છે અને નથી થતું તો આપણને false કરે છે. તો એની સિન્ટેક્સની અંદર સિમ્પલ ઓનલી ડેટાબેઝ નેમ જ આપવાનું છે યુઝિંગ ધ ફંક્શન એઝ અ MySQL select DB. So MySQL select DB and given a name of the database write down within a parenthesis. So here the parameter is DB name and it's a required field. Why? Because it specifies the default database to be used. So this is our example of MySQL select DB function. So first declare as a connection of our connectivity to the server. So here we have to use our first function MySQL connect, then we have to use MySQL select DB function. So here MySQL select DB is considered as a student. Student is nothing but our database name, and then pass out the message using the if condition. So if does not connect successfully, then given a message as database error. Then MySQL query. So this function is a most IMP function about our PHP database function, and these three function again and again asked in GTU exam. So dear all students, kindly focus on this all database PHP function with its example. So here the query function execute a query on MySQL database, and this is a simple example, and the syntax about MySQL query is MySQL underscore query, and write down as a parameter query in a parenthesis. So here the parameter as a query and it's a required. Why? Because it specify our query string. So whenever we use MySQL query function, you have to first write down database connectivity to server as using a MySQL connect function. Then you have to use MySQL select DB function. Then you have to pass any query using a variable, and this variable bound with our MySQL query function. So here મેં અહીંયા પહેલાં connect function use કર્યો, પછી DB function use કર્યું, પછી query pass કરી, અને એ જે query આપણે વેરિયેબલની અંદર પાસ કરી છે એ વેરિયેબલને મેં અહીંયા બાઉન્ડ કરાવડાવી છે, અને પછી જ આપણે એક્સેસ કરવા માટે ઇકો સ્ટેટમેન્ટો યુઝ કર્યો છે. Thank you. So dear all students, you all are easily understand about what is database, how PHP MyAdmin work in a PHP language, and also you have already seen in this video lecture about PHP database function. So our first function as a MySQL connect function, second one is a MySQL select DB function and MySQL query function. So you all are very easily understand about this concept, I hope. So you have to write this all function and PHP MyAdmin database description in your assignment book. Okay, thank you.